Good Wednesday afternoon, evening, beautiful day out there again today. I think I just repeated exactly what I said Monday, and I'm very excited about that because we finally have spring weather here. This is Randy Rosetta. This is 100.7 The Score. It's the high school fan zone, and we're going to jump right in because there's a lot to talk about with Friendship girls soccer coach Lauren Denning in the Tiger fan zone. She's got a couple of players coming in. Go ahead and tell them they can come on in. People will see them walking in on TV, but that's okay. Hello, girls. Oh, let me get your microphone ready for you. There we go. There. I'm caught up in the... There's plenty to talk about because these girls won a playoff game, which that's a pretty cool thing to begin with. Mm-hmm. As I've found out today, which I kind of knew, they beat Southlake Carrol, which is pretty cool for a lot of people apparently, including coaches who grew up in the Metroplex area.
Absolutely.
But the biggest part of that, I don't know, the win's probably the biggest part, maybe.
Yeah, moving forward, yeah.
But how they won, and I don't know, Kyler, did you get didn't get it? Okay, we'll try to get it to them on the break. We'll put for folks on TV, we'll try to put the video clip of how that match ended. I may just let them explain it because I've seen it. I wasn't there. I may let the girls explain
Absolutely,
it.
Absolutely, yeah, two heroes right here.
My only regret is that I didn't find anybody that had a camera on you, Lauren.
Oh, don't worry, we had one.
Okay, I need to see that.
I'll let you know. I'll let you see it.
Is it like suitable for work?
Yes, yeah,
okay.
No, I'll just,
right.
Belligerent screaming, but yeah,
we're fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
So besides Lauren Denning, I'm joined by Bella Medrano and Zeta McDannels.
This is Bella.
I'm sorry. What did I say?
Her mom's name.
Her mom's name. It's because your mom's on Facebook and she's always sending me stuff, or she's always. I do that all the time. Mm-hmm. Wait, your mom and dad are still young, so wait till you get older. But you come from like a family of 4, right?
Yes.
So you probably get called the wrong name once in a while.
Pretty often.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
I got your name right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't call you your dad.
No.
Okay. That's good. I'm making progress. I'm going to let them talk about it because they were the two who made this happen. Now, I say that. You guys had to get through 79 minutes and 51 seconds everybody playing well to get there. But so who wants to start? Why don't you let Bella start since she's the one who got things going there. First of all, I'm looking at your head because I'm trying to see if there's any kind of
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
she's used to that.
We're going to follow up on something you said after the game to the guy who covered it for me. So there was about 30 seconds left, scoreless tie. You guys had battled all day. They'd been firing shots at you in the goal, just making you work exceptionally hard. They called it. What kind of foul did they call on Southlake Carrol?
They just fouled. They fouled Lily Stone and tactical foul probably. They thought she was getting free, and so they brought her down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds left. Bella, take it away.
So there's like 30 seconds left, as you said, and I saw we had to make a move or else it was going to go into overtime, which we were all very tired, and I knew that an overtime would definitely hurt us more than the other team because they had more people on the bench that they could sub in, and we didn't really have any players like that. So I screamed at one of my players to hurry up and get the ball so we could try to make a play out of this. And I knew that this season alone, I've had many kicks that have gone into the goal box, and we've capitalized on that, and we've scored multiple times, either a direct assist or just bobbled around and scored. So I had enough confidence in my team, and I knew that we could get it in, so I quickly tried making a play into the box so it would hit somebody and go in the goal, which is what happened.
And you said made a play. You booted the heck out of the ball.
53 yards, that's what we determined.
Yes. And it had some air under it. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of people around Zeta. So you take it from there.
Well, I just saw Bella go in for the kick, and like the games before, we would have Bella take a kick and just get it into the box, and I would always be there to kick it in the goal or something like that. But I saw it coming, and I was like, this is my chance, and I have to make it, and I was gonna put my body on the line for it, and I did with my head.
Yes, you did.
And I put it in the goal, and we all celebrated. It was good.
So a couple things. Your 26th goal this season? Is that
I think so, yeah. She knows
26.
She was keeping up with
Is
it.
the first time you've headed one in this season?
No.
Okay, so they're not totally foreign.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Because Coach said something to the writer that I sent to the game that said, oh, we're used to Bella doing this, we're used to Zeta doing this. I'm thinking, you guys work on that in practice? Or you just...
Well, I mean, here's what I meant by that. Like, they show up big time in big time moments.
There you go.
Right. So we know that, yes, there's always that panic if, defender gets through. I mean, attacker gets through. They have a shot. There's that initial moment, and then there's that calm of Bella's going to make the save. We're okay. And it's the same way on the opposite side. All right, Zeta's got the ball at her foot. You celebrate a lot of times before she plays it. Goal time, that kind of thing, where you're calling it beforehand. So
I can guess the answer to this one. Have you ever had a match end like that before? Any of you?
I have not. No,
I don't think so.
I don't think I have.
And I feel like it's a lot, like the way we do connect
Get in close there.
is that we've been playing together since we were 14 years old. I've played on field, and we used to always just connect passes, whether it was a corner in 3v3 when we were 6 years old up until now. So we've always been really connected, and I feel like that just shows that we are connected in that sense, and we have been practicing and being ready for that. Although we haven't necessarily practiced in direct practices, but we've always done that growing up, so it was kind of something very common for us.
And the other side of that question, and this one's mostly for Coach, were you sitting? You said you had a camera on you. Are you starting to think about, okay, we got to do this in overtime?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So we're looking at moves, at potentially changing things around, doing different things. You're automatically thinking into that, and so. Going into that last play, yeah, you're just trying to get the ball in and see if you have a shot.
So what crosses your mind when you see it? And it had to kind of been a slow motion thing. It
was absolutely slow motion. Yeah, it was a watch the ball, and then as you're reading it, you're like, oh, that could be dangerous. You see Zeta pull off and peel off away from her defenders, and her defenders have no shot at that point. Lofts it straight over the keeper. Keeper's in no man lands. Oh, yeah, no question.
We're coming up on the break, and I'm going to try to get the video over and see if we can run it real quick. We'll come back after the break on the Tiger Fan Zone. This is Randy Rosetta, and this is 100.7 The Score.
Breaking down friendship sports. This is the Tigers Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back into the Tiger Fan Zone. We have been talking about Friendship's 1-0 victory against Southlake Carrol in the 6A Division II area around. Kyler, do we have the video? Going to let him pop that up. Oh, they do have audio. Devin Ward getting a little airtime. We can't see it in here. I wanted to see these girls.
Yeah, I can hear it.
So you guys are just hearing it. You're not able to see it. How cool is it to hear it, though? How many times have you heard it today?
At least 10. We've talked about it. We've watched it over and over again, so I know exactly what part it is based on just hearing it.
And you said you practice, or not practice. There's a connection, and you've worked on things like that. But you guys are young. I don't know if you understand. That's something you're going to be able to remember the rest of your life, regardless of what happens now. How cool is that, Zeta, to think that you guys just basically created a core memory.
Yeah.
I think it's so special.
Up close.
I think it's so special between both of us, since we've been best friends forever and played on the same soccer team forever. I think it's a really good experience for us to have before leaving off and going to our colleges. And yeah, I think it's really good.
You were right down the street from where you're going to be playing, right?
Yes, I am.
So she talked about how hard she had to work. Brag on her a little bit about how tough she had to be to make sure you guys had a chance to win that 1-0.
I think she did really good. And I think she stopped a lot of goals that needed to be stopped. And she's like a powerhouse of our team. And I don't know, I'm just so thankful to have her as my goalie and be there to get us through that whole game.
Now, I asked if you'd headed a ball, and had you had any assists this year?
Yes, I've actually had an assist and a goal already this season.
Oh, wow, yes, that's right.
Yes. So
that's the last thing your mom sent me. She was really excited about that.
Yes.
You have to turn the page quickly. I know we're just talking about, hey, this is a core memory, it's incredible, but that's... Coach had to probably turn her mind a little bit quicker because she knew you had to get ready. And Lauren, I'll let you introduce the who, when, and where next.
Yeah, so we've got our next round set, which is our regional semifinal. And that's going to be against Prosper on Friday, March 28th. at 7 p.m. at Shotwell Stadium, which is basically like a home field at this point.
Getting familiar with it.
So yeah, that's our next game. So yes, it's one of those that you want to celebrate and you want to relive that over and over. At the same time, it's like, all right, let's move on.
Got to get back on the horse.
Yeah, exactly.
And for those who aren't familiar with that, you beat the state champion from 2 years ago last night.
3 years.
3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get to take on last year's state champion.
Correct.
And if you happen to beat them,
Mm-hmm.
most likely waiting for you on the other side would be
Marcus,
who
state champion 2 years ago.
And also was that who you ran into last year. So there's a lot of chances for redemption. So you guys have this core memory, but you also have this maybe not as fun memory. How much does that fire you up knowing that you guys are, I think we talked about this the other day, this is the time of year where Lubbock Cooper and Friendship become just little old Lubbock Cooper, little old Friendship compared to the Metroplex schools. How fired up are you now to get that chance to keep this thing going?
I think a lot of us are really fired up, and especially for the few seniors that were there for our freshman year, get back on Southlake and being able to redeem ourselves for that kind of shows us that we are like unstoppable, and if we put our effort and minds on it, we can compete and beat these teams. So I feel like it's very important, especially playing Prosper, like reigning state champs. I feel like it's a really good moment for us to be able to show who we are, because since we are just looked at as a little West Texas team, and then after that, playing Marcus would be a great time we lost that last year, and it's a great time to be able to try to prove ourselves again and show who we are and get that back for us, especially as our last year, a lot of ours last years. I think it's going to be great.
So, Zeta, you guys were incredible. You've been incredible in your 2 playoff matches. What do you have to do to keep that going? What do you have to keep doing or do even better against Prosper?
I think we have to keep our consistency with our hard work and effort on the field, and I think getting through the game with like that mentalness and physicalness, and I just think being there in that time and realizing that it could be our last game, but play like we're going to win. And I think that's just the most important part, and I think it'll be good going on to the next round and having that in mind that we need to make it.
You did that better because when we talked the other day, you referred to it as your last game.
Yes.
And I even said, no, it might be.
Right.
Yes.
Your last game's coming. You guys get to keep deciding where the finish line is.
Yeah, absolutely.
How excited are you for them, Lauren? This is your first group when you got there?
No. This was
third?
This was my third. But I was waiting for them for sure. I knew that they were coming. I knew that they were a talented group. So I was excited to see them come in, and I'm excited to see their senior year finish out good.
Well, let's see if you can't do this again. Maybe we'll come back and talk about another win by then. Maybe get ready for a third. This is Randy Rosetta. This is the Tiger Fan Zone. We'll be back after the break on 100.7 The Score.